What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Pepperless in the building. I'm back with another video to help you guys out on a dribble tutorial. Make sure you stay for the whole video because at the beginning, I'm going to really be dumbing it down. And near the end, I'm going to up it to harder mechanics like dribble resets, L2 cancels, left stick cancels. There's two different types of left stick cancels. I'm going to show both of those. One's really easy, one's pretty hard. And if you are a beginner level player, just keep coming back to the video. Don't try to learn this all at one time. All right, so really basic. First thing I'm going to be showing. And like I said, I have videos on all of these things. On my L2 cancel and dribble 6 video, I go to these in real quick detail. So I'm going to start speeding this up on the stuff that I've already went through. First things first, if you want a speed boost, you're going to be using your left stick to go top left or top right. Don't go straight left. So if you're using a clock, real quick, as I was editing this video, I realized I made a mistake on this section. In the video, I say 8 o'clock and 4 o'clock, and what I really meant was 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So instead of that, just know I meant to say 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. That's what you should be aiming for. Aim for around 8 o'clock and 4 o'clock with your left stick. So I can speed boost out of that. I can speed boost out of that. I'm hitting 4 o'clock on my left stick, and I speed boost out of it. 8 o'clock on my left stick, and I speed boost out of it. If I don't, and I go straight right, see how I do that extra dribble straight left, the extra dribble, you don't want that. Another dribble move that I don't see people using a lot is it's like this super fast crossover that you don't really press crossover for. You just use your left stick and R2. So what you're going to be doing for that is you're going to want to hit down left or down right while you're holding R2 with only your left stick. So left stick, hold R2 down right to the opposite hand, or if it's in your right hand, down left to the opposite hand. And when you do that crossover, it's going to look just like this. So for that, you're going to be hitting 8 o'clock and 4 o'clock. So right now, ball's in my left hand, 4 o'clock. Ball's in my right hand, I hit 8 o'clock on my left stick. 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock. 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And you can just keep doing that crossover as much as you want. If you're going to spam it, though, you do need to take a second. So spam it. I'm letting off R2, and then I'm holding it again. Letting off R2. See what I mean? And just if you don't understand that, just look at my controller on the screen, and you'll see that I'm letting go of R2 every time I do it. So I'm letting go to R2 before I do it a second time. Now, a really good move to pair that with that a lot of people do that I see. It's super cheesy, I'm not gonna lie, but if that's what you're looking for, just run off down left and you can do the step back. Run off down right, step back. Run off down left, step back. And that's like a super cheesy way I see people play, but it's really good and it works. So if that's what you want to do and that's something that you like, you could do that. Another move I see people use that I don't use personally, it's really flashy, but I don't think it gets you anywhere. The between the legs spam, all you're gonna do for that, one of the easiest moves, you're just gonna hold R2 and flick the left stick and the right stick at the same time. You're gonna flick your right stick first and then your left stick, but same exact direction, straight right or straight left. And that's what that's gonna look like. I don't do it a whole lot, so I'm doing momentums here and there, but you can use that to combo up with your moves if you're a combo type dribbler. But yeah, if that's what you want to do, that's how you do that. Now, a really good move that I don't see a lot of people doing, like probably one of the best normal dribble moves. I don't do normal dribble moves a lot, but this move I will do a lot. Like this move is super good. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do a misdirection and then run out of it. So like I said, you have to use top right and top left to speed boost. You're going to want to do this dribble move and then top right or top left after. So what the move is a misdirection behind the back. I'm going to show it on the screen real quick. All you're going to do is flick your right stick and your left stick opposite directions. First, the ball's in my left hand, so I'm going to go down right to do the behind the back, right? And then I'm just going down left because I'm going opposite of my right stick with my left stick. See how I get that little speed boost after? And then if you pair it together super fast, it'll be way faster. So down right and down left, and then running out of it. Down left and down right, and then running out of it. Down left and down right, running out of it. And coming back the other way. Down right and down left. And if you're doing what I just did, how he cancels it behind the back, it's because you're not holding down whichever direction with your left stick. You can't like flick it, you have to hold it so that it plays through the animation all the way. I'm holding it, see how fast the move is once you get it down. Now mistakes, this one's a little bit hard. This is about medium difficulty. The only reason that you'll mess this up is if you aren't holding down left on the left stick like I told you, or if you aren't flicking your right stick first. Almost every dribble moves that isn't like say how you're standing, like a crossover behind the back, any move that isn't like that, you're flicking your right stick and then your left stick. And then also, you want to make sure that you're not waiting too long. If you wait too long, you're just going to do this move. You're going to do them like almost together. See, like if you like just watch the controller on the screen, I'm almost doing them at the same time. I'm just making sure that I hit the right stick first. Now getting to the harder dribble moves. For me, bro, I'm telling you, people overcomplicate the L2 cancel. If you want a super in-depth version, go look at my dribble tutorial. It's not super hard. I see people say you have to hold L2 really long. You don't. You can hold L2 for like literally 1 second. All you need to focus on is this first dribble. So look, I'll show you. That first dribble, see that first? Well, actually, it's the second dribble. The second dribble, because the first dribble would be that dribble. The second dribble, once I pound the ball on the ground, is when you hold L2 and then do the move, right? So look, see how I'm just canceling that? I don't have to hold L2 the whole time. I don't have to do this. This is how I see some people do. I might mess it up because I don't do it like that. Like that. You don't have to do that the entire time. You can just hold it on your first dribble move. So first pound dribble, do the L2 cancel. I could do it with the behind the back. First pound dribble, L2 cancel. I could do it with the snatch back. The pound dribble, snatch back. Pound dribble behind the back. You can run off the behind the back, do another one. What you want to do is just focus on that first pound dribble after you start moving. Now, the mistakes to avoid on that L2 cancel, you don't want to hit too high top right or top left with your controller on your right stick, or it's going to make you do this dribble. See how I'm like just scooting forward and then pound dribbling? That time I didn't get it. Scooting forward, pound dribbling, scooting forward. You don't want to do that. Look at where my right stick is right now. That's too high, right? You want to aim like over here and over here. See how I'm not really top right, but I am top right. So if it takes you a little bit to get that down, just get that down. That's what I meant by the training wheels thing. So what you want to do to try to get this down is you're going to want to do the R2 move and aim for 4 o'clock or 8 o'clock and then flick down on the left stick. So it's going to look like this. It's just canceling that move. And you're only doing this to make sure that you don't get that that pound dribble where you scoot forward. But this is going to be useful for moves that I show later. All right, so the next thing I'm going to be showing you guys is double moves. Double moves is basically doing any move that you can do with R2. So behind the back, snatch back, your crossover, any move that you do with R2, you're going to be doubling up and doing it twice. And you usually can't. Like, look, if I try to do that twice with my crossover, look at that second crossover. Like, what is that? If I try to do it twice behind the back, I do it one time, but the second one isn't like the first one. It's not the exact same. Twice with the snatch back, and it gives me a behind the back automatically. With the double move, you're going to be able to do a behind the back, and then you could just spam it back and forth and get the exact same one. Now, this is the first method. There's 2 methods to do this. The second method is 100% a lot easier. It's just very weird, and you can only do it in park, rec, pro-am. Every other place is not able to do it. But, and this first method I'm going to show you guys, you can do it wherever you want. It's a little different for all 3 ways. Like, it's different with the crossover, with the behind the back, and with the snatch back. It's just different timings, but I'm going to explain all 3 timings. The easiest by far is with the crossover. With the crossover, all you're doing is you're going to hold left stick forward the entire time. So look with the crossover, I'm just holding left stick forward and moving it back and forth the entire time. And sometimes I'll get the through the legs because I'm not aiming it right. You're just going to want to do that crossover move and just keep holding left stick up. Entirely up. If you do it top right or top left, it won't work. You have to do it straight up. Now that's the crossover one. For the behind the back move, you're going to want to do the behind the back move and then move up for half a second and then just keep spamming that back and forth. Behind the back up, behind the back up, behind the back up, behind the back up, behind the back up. And if you look at my controller, you'll see me doing the same thing. I'm just going behind the back up, behind the back up, behind the back up. Now for the snatch back, what you're going to want to be doing is you're going to do the snatch back the first time, and then the second time you're going to want to hit your right stick down to do the snatch back again, and then your left stick. As opposed to keeping your left stick up the whole time like the crossover, you're going to want to do right stick first, then left stick. Or one snatch back, and then right stick and left stick, 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 and you can just keep doing it. All of these moves, I call them double moves because if you're actually dribbling, you're only going to want to do it like twice. Like, it's going to be weird if you're just sitting there spamming 4 snatchbacks. If you do 2 snatchbacks, though, it looks really good and you can't tell which way you're going to go. So now I'm in the Gatorade gym because, like I told you, it only works in park, rec, pro-am type game modes. So what you're going to want to do first, you want to go to your animations. You may need to make sure that you have direct traffic 2 on for your dribble emote. I'm pretty sure it's the only one that works. I'm almost positive. But just make sure you get direct traffic 2. And to do that, you're going to press down on the D-pad. So now I'm on court, and it's the exact same thing as before. The only thing is I'm substituting down on the D-pad for my left stick. So I don't have to do anything on left stick. I just press the move, and then just press down on the D-pad. You see how I can spam that back and forth? Now, you could do it way faster, but it's just like, it's weird because you're taking your thumb off left stick completely, like I said. You could do it with the snatch back. You could do it with the crossover. You could do it with the behind the back. Here's the behind the back one. The behind the back one is definitely valid. I'm probably going to start doing the behind the back one again soon because you can just spam it so much more faster than the left stick one. But every other one, I'm comfortable with what I do. So if you had to pick between one, you just pick whichever one's more comfortable with you. The down on the D-pad one is definitely going to be a lot more time saving. Like, you're not going to have to learn at all, like the mechanic of doing it. You just press both at the same time. Like, it's literally just press both at the same time. Crossover one, like look at my controller on the screen. I'm not even looking at my controller. I'm just pressing both at the same time. So yeah, that's the second method of doing the double moves. But like I said, just know only Park Rec Pro-Am you're going to be able to do those moves. Now I'm back in Brickley's gym, and if you're going to be practicing your dribbling, make sure you're doing it in Brickley's gym. The only reason why is because in Gatorade, those 3 bars at the bottom are adrenaline bars. You use 1 bar and sprint, you lose it. In Brickley's gym, you have unlimited adrenaline bars. So if you're going to be dribbling, make sure you're here. But now I'm going to be showing the hard left stick cancel. It's going to look like this. And it's definitely the hardest, like for sure the hardest. I don't know if it's really worth it, to be honest, but if this is an advanced dribbling portion of the video, so if you're advanced and you want to get it down, this is definitely a very flashy and advanced hard move to do. What you're going to want to be doing is you're going to want to do your R2 move, and then you're going to want to run for half a second, like if it's even half a second. It's like barely moving your character enough to move them. And then you're going to want to do the move towards the other direction. So right now I'm showing it with the crossover. See how my character's moving, but I'm not like fully moving in that direction. I'm like canceling my running animation and coming back the other way. And I don't fully have it down because it's super hard to do it like very consistent. But it is a really good way to like fake which way you're running. And it's super flashy because it looks like you're running one way and you just completely cancel and run back the other way. The way that I do it pretty consistent is the same way you have a visual cue on your jumper. I use like a visual cue dribbling. So for me, it's when the ball is like in the side of my arm. So like right there is when I start moving before it goes all the way out. So like not there, right there. Like as soon as it goes like to the side of my arm, like this kind of, like not this, like side of my arm like this is when I move my left stick barely. See like that? You see how it's going like the same distance on my arm every single time when I get it right? And that's how you're going to want to do that move. So once you get all that down, you're going to want to just start piecing it together. And it just makes you overall way better and like way harder to guard. People aren't going to be seeing somebody like spamming double behind the backs. And like, it's rare that somebody's even L2 canceling. So if you're doing everything in the video together, it's just going to make you way harder to guard and you should be able to cook up. And it's way like doing this and talking at the same time is super hard. So you doing it, just practice, just take a lot of time. You should be able to have this down in like a day, especially if you're advanced. If you're not advanced, start like at the beginning of the video. Like I said, come back over multiple days, maybe 3 days. You should be able to have this down. But yeah, if you're like already L2 canceling or you like know how to speed boost every time, at least it might take you a day. L2 canceling every day, it should take you like an hour. Like the other stuff isn't really as hard. Like if you can L2 cancel, everything else won't really be as hard to learn. And yeah, if this helps you guys in any way, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget, you don't have to do the left stick cancel. You can use the down on the D-pad if you really can't get it down. Just make sure you're doing both at the same time. But yeah, if this helps you guys in any way, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.